The country, Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden is aiming to make climate change a critical issue for voters. This as President Trump travels to California to get briefed on the state's devastating wildfires. Daryl Forges is live at the White House with the very latest. Daryl.
Yeah, Eric, good evening to you. It's hard to believe that we're about 50 days away from Election Day, and climate change is really taken to the spotlight. President Trump really second-guessing what scientists are saying about the issue. Joe Biden really pushing back against President Trump, calling him a climate arsonist. Across the country, extreme weather on full display this week. Wildfires in several western states have killed nearly 36 people since mid-August and destroyed thousands of structures. And the Southeast preparing for yet another hurricane in a season breaking records for tropical activity.
We're concerned with it, very concerned.
President Trump in Northern California for a briefing on the deadly wildfires raging in the state. His Democratic rival Joe Biden, meanwhile, delivered a speech tying the wildfires to the climate crisis and calling for action.
The damage from climate change is already here.
48% of registered voters polled by CNN in August said climate change was an extremely or very important issue in their vote for president this year, while 32% said it wasn't that important. And the poll reveals a sharp partisan divide. Of those who said climate change was an extremely or very important issue, 77% were Democrats, 16% Republicans. The president has expressed skepticism about the cause of the climate crisis in the past and had this to say Monday about the current outbreak of wildfires.
Is it possible that it's also forest management and climate change? It's both things at the same time.
I think something's possible. I think a lot of things are possible. But when you have years of leaves, dried leaves on the ground, it just sets it up. It's really a fuel for a fire.
Officials in California and climate scientists have pushed back as Biden hopes his plan to address the climate crisis will pull more voters into his camp. And speaking of Biden's climate change plans, he's proposing a $1.7 trillion 10-year investment into climate change. On top of that, another $5 trillion investment from private sectors as well as state and local government. And he's also pushing for a net zero carbon emission by 2050. Live at the White House, Daryl Forges, back to you.
Daryl Forges.